And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in.
Stratgamy is now
ready
live.
for another
Streaming NBA
battle.
2K25, NBA 2K25 Portland Trailblazer franchise mode.
Great to have you with us. We are set to get you over the hump this Wednesday night with another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. And a chance to see the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. They're having a little bit of trouble right now, hanging in the middle of the league.
Well, right now for the Trailblazers, they've begun this year playing with some real fire, and it's produced some top-notch basketball, doing better than many expected.
Now look at Vancouver's starting lineup. We've got Pascal Siakam. Terry Rozier is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then it's Michael Porter, and it's Lively in at the 5. And for the Trailblazers, Sharp and Avdia are on the wings. Jabari Walker is out there with Robert Williams. And it's Carroll in at the point guard position. You know, in game 2 of a back-to-back, just how drained are you from yesterday as a player?
You know, B.A., proper rest and stretching can help a lot. But you're not going to be your usual self at the start of game time. Believe that.
Here's Carroll. Turned in an outstanding game against Utah. Shoots over Rozier, and he parries his first look.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really give the defense just another thing to worry about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Now here's Lively. And here's Rozier. 5 to shoot. There's the triple. He drops it from range.
You know, when Rozier gets a look he likes for the three-point shot, he'll knock it down on you.
Carroll, pass to Walker. Here's Carroll. And we're about a minute into the first. Off the mark there with a 3. And Siakam has got the ball here for Vancouver. They come into this one having outplayed the Thunder in their last game.
Oh, man, they were in total control, really doing anything they wanted. It was that level of dominance.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Now here's Rozier. In his last outing, 10 points for him. To the paint. Here's Porter. Avdia pulls it in. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Hey, guys. Well, this year marked the loss of Blazers great, Hall of Famer, and truly a one-of-one, Bill Walton. One of the greatest big men this league has ever seen, known for his incredible passing skills. And off the court, he was just as dedicated to assisting others and making the world a better place. Guys, there is no question Bill Walton will be missed.
His legacy carries on. Okay, Shams, thank you. And so he hits both. Now Rozier. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game. There's a screen. Pass to Porter from the arc. Portland with a rebound.
Last time these teams met, it came down to the wire. The bench play in that game was the difference.
It sure did, and they got a lot of scoring from their bench, and I think that really was the crucial difference.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let them get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Vancouver calls timeout.
Let's go. You gotta dance like everybody's watching.
rebounding, first in fewest turnovers per game, and they're first in the NBA in opposing field goal percentage. What a testament that is to the team. They all put in the work on the defensive end of the floor.
And they are #1 in rebounding for a reason. They pound the glass with aggression, and they attack the boards with a fearlessness. Siakam finds Rozier. Back to Siakam. Inside, looking to win the run. And a slam dunk by Lively.
You can tell Lively knows his position well, knows how to be efficient as the roll man.
Carroll, pass to Sharp. For three. Vancouver with a rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter.
You got to give respect to Caldwell Pope's mid-range jump shot. He's got the green light to take this shot, and that green light is always on.
Pass to Carroll. Shot from the top of the key. Lively grabs a miss. The Ravens have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. A step-back shot, and he can't bank that one in. Portland has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Here's Carroll, hounded by Rozier. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. The shot by Carroll, no good.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Caldwell Pope, the pass to Rozier. The 3-ball. Carroll with the rebound. Portland leading. Outside Sharp. Pass to Walker. Here's Carroll, hounded by Rozier. And the shot's good. Carroll's got 7 points.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Siakam outside, shoots, and again it's Vancouver missing.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
And 6'10" with laser-accurate quick release. Clark, Michael Porter Jr. can make the game look so easy.
It looks to me like he's really settled into his role, and he's embraced that. And he's worked through his own injury challenges, so there's a level of perseverance and resilience and grit that he's put into his book bag along with that fluid stroke and his athleticism. He's become a better rebounder and a better defender as well. I really like what he's become to this point in his career as a player. Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
Now a timeout called by Vancouver.
Blazers fans, give a big round of applause for your Blazers dance team.
With a brief pause, here are the most difficult teams to score against over the last 10 games. The Trailblazers, 4th.
They're on a great run defensively, treating every possession with a sense of urgency.
The Ravens trailing. to the wing, right side. Lively passes to Porter. Avdia pulls it in.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Pass to Walker. Three-pointer Sharp. Doesn't go for him. And it's Rozier with the ball for Vancouver. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Chauncey Billups. I asked Coach what his plan was for trying to slow down Pascal Siakam, and he said to make him into a jump shooter. He does the most damage around the rim, so we want to force him out on the perimeter whenever possible. It's not an easy task by any means. We'll see if they're able to do this. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thanks. Off the outside. Pass to Williams. Here's Carroll. Launches a three. He drains it. Made half his shots. He's 5 for 10 now.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Now here's Siakam. No points so far.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Sharp. Nails the baby hook.
And his athleticism is big for Sharp in the post. And he can finish with either hand as well. So he'll get a lot of points down low there in his career.
Here's Siakam. Turned in an outstanding game against Oklahoma City. Rozier from outside. Portland grabs the miss. They defeated Utah in their last game.
And as a rule of thumb, the road can really test your team's depth. But they all stepped up and collectively produced a lot of points.
And, you know, the guys on the bench have great confidence in themselves. And when their name was called, they were ready to compete and contribute.
Vancouver shooting their first foul shot of the night. And the Blazers making a change here. Simons checked in.
Michael Porter Jr. at the line for one.
Free throw, no good.
And Porter Jr. is a gifted scorer. I mean, one who possesses really good size and length that makes it hard for defenses to reel him in.
Here's Carroll. He's got 13. No good with a jumper from the wing.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next three quarters as well.
Yeah, sometimes I think the 6'9" length of Siakam surprises opponents. He's able to go through or over contact.
Sharp passes to Carroll. From downtown, Caldwell Pope pulls it in. Vancouver has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. And then Porter with the dunk.
Like a lot of players, Porter Jr. is at his best when he's playing downhill, playing with speed, attacking the rim.
It's Sharp on the wing. And here's Simons outside. Vancouver with a rebound. And Robert Williams picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Klingon, he's checked in for Williams. Joe's checked in for Vancouver. And for the Ravens, they're shooting only 39% in the early going. Now here's Rozier. He has 6. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
When Rozier is attacking the defense like that, I think it really bodes well for his team.
Vancouver shooting their second and third shots at the line here. That free throw good from Rozier.
Terry Rozier is a reliable and experienced player, so he knows how to lead his team.
Reith, he's checked in for Portland. Both free throws good from Rozier.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, than talented enough to sink them.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
So for the Blazers, Klingon, he's checked in for Reith. Warren comes in for Avdia. And it's Scoot Henderson in for Carroll. From about 16, and it's Simons missing. Here's Vancouver. It's been 8 unanswered for them. Here's Porter, and a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Porter's got 6 points.
You got to push Porter Jr. out of the paint because he's so skilled at capitalizing down there.
Henderson outside. And here's Simons outside. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter. You know, I have to admire a guy like Anthony Simons. Early in his career, he was seen as undersized, but with his skill and pure athleticism, he balances the scales against bigger players, and he's become a ferocious scorer. That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Henderson. He had a big outing in that Jazz game as well. Here's Brown. To the inside. Porter's shot is off.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Warren finds Simons, and stolen by Bay. Now here's Joe, stolen by Sharp. Henderson with it, and it's Robinson picking him up. Here's Simons. Again, the miss by Portland. And it's Porter with the ball for the Ravens. Going inside, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Give him 8.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here's Simons. 11 points for him last game against the Jazz in Salt Lake City. Henderson for 3. Hits the trifecta.
Yeah, something Henderson is still working on. Getting his three-point shot to be a little more consistent.
Brown with it. He was another key contributor in that win against Oklahoma City. Pass to Henderson. Here's Klingon. Back to Henderson. And here's Simons. Just 5 to shoot. No good on the triple.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Here's Warren. And no good. had a chance to take the lead. Out of bounds, it'll be Portland's ball. And some changes here for Portland. Walker, he's checked in for Warren. And it's Thibault in for Sharp. Pascal Siakam, he's checked in for Vancouver. Well, Portland's shooting only 39% in the early going. Simons passes to Henderson, and they call an illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Reith, he's checked in for Portland. Here's Vancouver. They're on a 15-6 run. And here's Siakam. And you look at the numbers, currently around 22.5 points a game. Can't hit it from 12 feet. Siakam's gone just 1 of 5 from the floor. Thibault passes to Walker. Walker sets a screen. Here's Simons. He squares up and sinks it. Simons has gotten his second bucket on the night.
Yeah, the jumper from Simons is smooth like butter.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Siakam with a screen on Simons. Here's the 3. Joe misses. Thibault against Bay. Pass to Reith. Henderson outside. And it's all from three-point range. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Portland ahead, up 2. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Portland.
Well, what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points, and their reserves delivered.
And you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
The Ravens trailing. Scoot at the 1 with Simons at the 2. Walker out there with Matisse Thibault. And it's Reith in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Now here's Joe. An 11-point game for him in the win against Oklahoma City. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Henderson scanning the floor. Oh, Robinson with a block. Pass to Bay. Now Siakam. Grant, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
Here's Henderson. Vancouver making their last shot. Shoots from the baseline. It's hauled in by Robinson.
You know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
Inside, Siakam gets the better of the defense using his agility, clearing himself a path to a shot.
Siakam pulls down the board.
You love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
Thibault against Bay. The 3. Portland grabs the miss. They'll face the Jazz after this game. That'll be at home. It'll be the second of 3 straight games on their home floor. Henderson finds Walker. And here's Simons outside. Yes! Great play by Walker to set it up. Simons has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
And over the course of a season, this is one of Simons' strengths, his efficiency from range.
And Siakam, here we go. And it falls. 4 for 8 for him from the floor. Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
Now here's Henderson. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Siakam against Walker. Joe, the pass to Bay. 6 on the shot clock. From the wing. Tybal with the board. For Portland, they've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Simons passes to Henderson. Vancouver with a rebound. Robinson's got his 4th rebound in this one. High post Siakam. Over Walker. That's good from Siakam on the assist by Brown. Siakam's got 8 points here in the quarter. Portland has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
Lively, he's checked in for Vancouver. Rozier comes in for Brown. Here's Simons. Give him 8 points now. Fires the 3. Portland, no good that time either. And it's Rozier with the ball for Vancouver. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. To the right side. Siakam finds Bay. Screen by Lively. Launches it. Bay, no good. Portland has gone 7 for 17 from 3-point range so far in this matchup. It's good. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
Well, I tell you what, I love watching Warren match the defense's intensity and still be able to convert. This is a hard-nosed, really good offensive player.
Now here's Rozier. Give him 8. Lively with a screen on Henderson. 3-pointer Rozier. Add that to his line. Now 3 for 6.
Yeah, put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Henderson for 3. Vancouver with a rebound. Lively's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Rozier, the pass to Lively. Now Bay, the 3. Warren with the rebound.
You gotta credit the defense this period. They've been all over him.
Picked by Murray. Back to Henderson. 3-pointer. Vancouver with a rebound. Bay from long range. That shot is off. That makes him 0 for 5.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute them because his shot making is not happening right now.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
Siakam, the pass to Lively. Six to shoot. Warren with the rebound. Warren's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Simons. Now here's Murray. On the wing, Simons. Pounded by Rozier. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
I mean, he's just so electric. Simons putting on a show.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. For Vancouver, they've gone just 5 of 12 here in the second quarter. Rozier looking around. The rebound by Murray.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Simons finds Warren. Goes up from the top of the key. Simons' shot is good. And now a 3-point Trailblazer lead.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Screen by Lively. Rozier from outside. Now shooting 50% for the game. He's 4 for 8.
They're going to have to pay more attention to him on the perimeter. He's hit 4 3-pointers already today.
And Chauncey Billups calls time out here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
All right, fans, it's dance camp time. Get ready to dance like everybody's watching. You must have left your dancing shoes at home. You're on the big screen. Keep it going.
So Portland going with almost an entire new group here. Williams is checked in for Warren. Avdia comes in for Murray. Sharp, he's checked in for Thibault. And it's Carroll in for Henderson. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Vancouver. Caldwell Pope comes in for Joe. Here's Carroll. 13 points in the game. The 3 is up. Sends it home from 3-point land. Carroll's got 16 points now.
Oh, and that's a nice find by one of the youngest players in the league. Sharp with tremendous upside to his game.
Siakam, the pass to Rozier. Portland grabs the miss. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Now here's Avdia. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Utah.
He's been dropping them in from downtown since the tip. 3 triples in the first quarter, 2 more since.
Pass to Lively. Rozier outside. Shot clock at 5. Fires it. Portland grabs the miss. Simons passes to Carroll, and he lobs it up top. Another one falls for Portland. The Ravens trailing. Now a timeout called by Vancouver.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Blazer fans, give a big round of applause for your Blazer Breaker Dance Team.
And the Blazers making a change here. Walker's checked in. Brown, he's checked in for Vancouver. Lively finds Caldwell Pope. Screen by Lively. Here's Rozier. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Trailblazers lead by 8. Pass to Walker. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. He'll go on Michael Porter.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and you'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Walker. Second free throw, no good. And for the Ravens, they're shooting 35% in the second so far. Count it, good.
Brown knew exactly what he wanted to do in there and finished inside.
Portland has gone 50% from the perimeter in this second, shooting 4 of 8. Here's Carroll. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. You know, Clark, something Kentavious Caldwell-Pope brings, that championship experience.
And every championship team has a guy like KCP, a guy who can make shots, who's always there, ultra reliable, plays both ends, doesn't step out of his role, and all he does is help you win championships. I love watching guys like that contribute in a meaningful way to championship teams. And he's a fun guy to watch because he does his job at a high level pretty much every night.
Now here's Rozier. He's got 14. There's the foul. It's on Derek Lively. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Now Portland with it. They're on a 13-5 run. Outside Sharp. Fires for 3. Lively grabs a miss. Lively's got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside, Brown.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
to Lively. Portland with a rebound. Walker's got 4 rebounds now. Carroll, pass to Sharp. A minute 37 left to play in the second quarter. Here's Carroll. Lets the 3 fly. Lively grabs a miss. Lively's got 7 rebounds in the game. Porter finds Rozier. Brown with it. Back to Caldwell Pope. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Porter outside. Avdia pulls it in. Avdia's got 4 rebounds now. Got it.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And so it's Rozier who brings it up for Vancouver. They trail by 9. Next up on the schedule, the Nuggets, a home game. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court.
That's 2 fouls in as many quarters. He may have to adjust his approach now.
Martin, he's checked in for Brown.
And on the floor for the away team, number 8, Kenyon Martin Jr.
Lively passes to Martin. Here's Porter. That's bucket number 5. He's 5 for 12 now. Portland leading by 7. Outside Sharp. It's Avdia on the wing. Outside Walker. 4-3. Pure from 3-point range.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Rozier outside. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Here's Sharp driving to the basket. And the layup is good. And now a 12-point Trailblazer lead.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And so it's Portland. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. More 2K action in just a moment.
It is a wonderful night for basketball and a wonderful time to get a quick, wonderful rundown of how the wonderful West looks early on in this wonderful season. Is that too many wonderfuls?
No, you're wonderful. Taking a look here now at Vancouver, they're finding out anyone can win on any night. That said, once they've adjusted, watch out. Lots of firepower on this roster.
And now let's talk about our featured game. It was a solid first half for the Trailblazers.
Their bench came in ready to play. As a starter, that gives you confidence when you have to come off the floor.
Yeah, they know the second unit has their backs. Like I've got you guys.
Hard to find a better bodyguard than a 7-foot sheriff. Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. The Ravens trailing. On the court right now for the Ravens, Michael Porter out there with Pascal Siakam. Then there's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then there's Derek Lively. And it's Rozier in at the point. Siakam, no good.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Here's Avdia. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got his 6th rebound on the night. High post Siakam. Shoots over Walker. Siakam, no good. Portland leading by 9. Right side Sharp. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the long J. Sharp's got 7.
And you see right there the practice time Sharp's put in. Sound shooting mechanics for a guy who hasn't played a lot of games in his career.
Now here's Lively. Outside Porter. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Over Sharp. And Caldwell Pope gets it to go. Caldwell Pope's got his 2nd basket.
Boy, nice read by Porter Jr. that time, scanning the floor and getting his teammates involved.
Here's Carroll. 19 points in the game. Lets it fly. Vancouver with a rebound. Siakam's got 5 rebounds tonight. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Rozier doing a nice job working himself through contact to draw the foul.
Vancouver shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Here's the 3rd. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
And when you look at Rozier, such a fantastic scorer, a gear-shifting, talented guard who continues to improve.
Good on the second one. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. It's Walker on the wing. Off the outside. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Portland.
Growing his passing game. Sharp knows being able to reliably create for others will really round out his skill set.
Rozier, the pass to Siakam. Rozier outside. Screen by Lively. And Rozier good for 3. Rozier's got 18.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Walker, a screen on Porter. Right side Walker. It's stolen by Lively. Siakam against Williams. Siakam in the post. And it's Portland with a rebound. Carroll's got 4 rebounds in the game. Outside Sharp. Lets it go from deep. And Rozier pulls it down. Vancouver has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And Caldwell Pope gets it to go.
Look at Caldwell Pope battling inside. Boy, he fights through that contact, doesn't he?
Carroll, pass to Walker. It's Sharp on the wing. Off the outside. Pass to Walker. Five on the clock. Here's Carroll. Vancouver with a rebound. Now here's Siakam. He's got 10. Siakam with a screen on Avdia. Porter from outside. Carroll with the rebound. Carroll's got 5 rebounds in the game. Outside Sharp. It's Avdia on the wing. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock, Williams. Here's Carroll. Nails it from 3. Carroll's got 22.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Now here's Rozier. He's got 18. Caldwell Pope finds Rozier. They set a pick. Over Sharp. Carroll with the rebound. Carroll's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Avdia. Back to Walker. Williams against Lively. Williams passes to Carroll. Shoots over Rozier. Solid as a rock from 20 feet out. And it's a 12-point Portland lead. The Ravens have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Williams against Lively. Here's Porter. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Porter's got 15 points. Here's Carroll. He's got 24. And he's going for the... Oh, hello! Time Lord with the oop.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleep.
And here's the fast break. Jumps up, and that one is stuffed right through.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Now a timeout called by Vancouver. Vancouver making a switch here. Joe's checked in. And over the last 10 games, these are the league's best rebounding squads. Portland, #1.
Both of these teams have been so physical. 2 of the best rebounding the ball over the last 10 games.
And it's Rozier with the ball for the Ravens. It's a 14-point game. Porter looks it over. Back to Rozier. Carroll with the rebound. Carroll's got rebound #7 tonight. Unloads. It's Avdia on the wing. Pounded by Rozier. And they recover it. Sharp, no good. And the ball out of play. Trailblazers will have it. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, drawing charges is an art. The Warriors' Brandon Podziemski led the league last season, and he said, I'm not going to jump with anybody at the rim and block them. This is another form of rim protection. And Brian, while some have labeled them dangerous and called for charges to be taken out of the game, they remain a winning play.
Yeah, that's a good point, Allie. Thanks.
And you know Porter Jr.'s teammates are just loving the role he's on, and they're going to do everything they can to keep him rolling.
Pass to Walker. Avdia from outside. Vancouver with a rebound. Lively's got rebound #9 now. What an effort here tonight. That's tipped and stolen by Williams. Here's Carroll. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
His struggles this quarter are self-evident, and the team just continues to suffer for it.
And a miss there on the triple. Vancouver has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Back to Siakam. Pass to Porter from deep. Knocks it down from distance. Porter's got 8 here in this quarter.
His third triple of the game. A little more success from out there in the second half.
Here's Avdia. Outside Walker. Avdia outside. Here's Carroll. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Carroll's got 31 points.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
Rozier outside. Down low. Here's Lively. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's Sharp. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Yeah, not afraid to finish at the rim. Sharp, just relentless.
Rozier finds Lively. Rozier outside. Pass to Joe. Outside Porter. Now here's Lively. Williams defending. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Grant, in terms of scheduling, do you see any way to eliminate back-to-backs?
You know, I'm not a big fan of eliminating back-to-backs, but to answer your question, BA, you have 2 choices. Either fewer regular season games or extend the season by a few weeks. I don't think either one of those options is in our future.
And the first one at the line is good.
Rim running, shot blocking, rebounding, Lively, elite in all 3 categories.
And some changes here for Portland. Klingon, he's checked in for Williams. Thibault comes in for Walker. And Simon has subbed in for Avdia. Bay, he's checked in for Vancouver. And he makes the first, but misses the second. And you watch Donovan Klingon. He really benefited from that extra year in college, Grant.
Yeah, the development cycle can be a little longer for centers, BA. He cleaned up a lot offensively and took his strength and conditioning to another level.
Now here's Joe. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. And again, it's Vancouver missing.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Outside Sharp. Pass to Carroll. Three-pointer. Drains the triple. Carroll's got 15 points in just the second half.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Now here's Porter. He's got 21. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Bay. Not going to go that time. Good work defensively by Thibault. Trailblazers lead by 17. Three-pointer Sharp. And Bay pulls it down.
Well, most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Joe, the pass to Rozier. And he lobs it up to the rim. Sharp with it. Now guarded by Rozier. Here's Simons. Vancouver with a rebound. Porter's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Rozier outside. Outside Porter. There's a minute 47 left in the third quarter. They get it again. And then Porter with the dunk.
Always good to see the young fella, Porter Jr., outwork the opposition on the glass that time.
Sharp with it. 9 points in the game. And he banks in the layup. Sharp's got 7 points for the quarter.
You know, in that first half, a lot more three-point shooting.